Hashtag ASUS ROG Strix G16 2025 YouTube script. Most people overpay for gaming laptops that throttle under pressure or feel sluggish after a few months. Here's why this ASUS ROG Strix G16 stands apart from the competition. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. I've been using this thing for a while now, and honestly, it's become my go-to machine for everything from gaming to content creation. Let me walk you through what actually matters when you're considering dropping money on a laptop like this. First off, the performance is genuinely solid. We're talking an Intel Core i7-14650HX paired with an RTX 5050, which means you're handling current games at high settings without constantly worrying about frame drops. I tested it on some demanding titles, and it stays consistent. For someone who games a few hours a week but also needs to handle work tasks, this hits that sweet spot where you don't feel like you're compromising on either front. The display is something I notice every single day. 16 inches with a 165 Hz refresh rate and a 16:10 aspect ratio gives you way more vertical screen real estate than the typical 16:9 laptops. When you're editing or working on spreadsheets, that extra space actually changes how you work. The 3 milliseconds response time keeps everything smooth, so whether you're playing shooters or just scrolling through content, there's no annoying ghosting or blur. Storage and RAM are practical touches. 16 gigs of DDR5 is plenty for multitasking without everything grinding to a halt, and the 1 TB SSD is genuinely fast. Boot times are quick, games load without waiting around, and switching between apps feels responsive. It's not the absolute maximum you could get, but it's the right amount for most people who aren't running 20 browser tabs, 3 video editing projects, and Discord all at once. Thermal management here is legitimately impressive. The ROG intelligent cooling system keeps temperatures reasonable even during long gaming sessions. I've sat through 4-hour streaming sessions without the fans getting obnoxiously loud. It stays cool enough that the keyboard area doesn't feel uncomfortable, which matters more than people realize when you're actually using the thing. Wi-Fi 7 is built in, which just means faster, more stable connections. It's not something you'll think about most of the time, but when you're online gaming or downloading large files, the difference is noticeable compared to older standards. Let's talk real for a second. The pros here are the consistent performance, that great display, and the thermal setup that actually works well under load. The cooling system is genuinely well designed. On the con side, at this price point you're paying for the ROG branding and the design aesthetic with the RGB light bar, which is cool but adds to the cost. Battery life on gaming mode isn't exceptional either, so if you need portability for unplugged work, this leans more toward gaming first rather than all-day mobile work. This is a solid choice if you game regularly and want something that won't bottleneck your performance or sound like a jet engine. The link for the latest price is below, and if you have questions about how it compares to other options, drop a comment.